G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD. Welcome to the 10th episode in season number 2 for the FIFA 17 Chelsea Career Mode series. We are in to double digits now. We have the January transfer window approaching as well. We're in December now, so within the next 2 or 3 episodes, we will begin the January transfer window. Pretty damn excited for that. We've got a little bit of money up our sleeves, so we'll have to wait and see what we can do. If you guys are enjoying the series so far, however, and you want to see another episode same time tomorrow, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. We are posting career mode content on the daily. Anyways, lads, today's episode is going to be pretty interesting. I don't know how I can follow it up after that awesome episode last time out. If you haven't seen episode number 9, I would recommend it. Probably my favorite episode so far, gameplay wise. But anyways, in today's game, we have 2 big Premier League games. We also have our final Champions League group stage game against Napoli. The 2 Premier League games are against West Ham and Newcastle United. So before we can get into that, we of course have to answer your press conference questions. Let's do it now. As per usual, fellas, if you want to have a chance of getting your press conference question answered in the next episode, leave a comment down below. I'm actually considering doing a Snapchat press conference in a few episodes time, so make sure you go follow me on my Snapchat, JaredHD. I will post on there when I am considering doing it. Wade Morrison says, would you sell Dybala for any money, and if you would, how much? No. I'm not selling Paulo Dybala. He hasn't had the greatest start to this season, but I know this guy is a legend on this FIFA. He was one of the most crucial reasons that we won the Premier League last season. Dybala is staying at Chelsea. Even if Barcelona or Real Madrid or PSG, someone like that offers me 150 million, I am not selling Dybala. He has been just absolutely amazing for us. You can't even put a price tag on how valuable he has been. Aussie Luna says, if an opportunity to manage Australia came up, would you be willing to take it? Although I would love to manage the Socceroos, I won't be doing any international management in this series. I've had a lot of decent offers come up. I've had offers to manage like Germany, France, England, all behind the scenes, but I've just turned them all down because I'm not interested in international management for this series. Further down the line, I'm considering doing a career mode series that's like 6-7 seasons long, which is going to be more of a glory, like road to glory journey sort of career mode. In that series, I will definitely consider international management, but right now, I'm not considering it. Tyrese Muirhead says, what are your targets for the next transfer window to replace Kurt Zuma, by Marquinhos or Nicholas Sewell? For the next transfer window, I need to bring in the new centre back. As you have said, you have mentioned a few centre backs that we could use to replace Kurt Zuma. I don't want to sell Kurt Zuma though, that's the thing. Zuma did come to us asking for a transfer request. He wants to be put on the transfer list, but I'm not discounting that I'm going to have to sell him. I think I might be able to re-sign him if I offer him a new contract with a lot of money, but we'll have to play it by ear. If he leaves the club, I'm going to go in for a brand new centre-back. I might even upgrade. I might go to like an 84, 85 rated, because Zuma's like 83 at the moment. I might go for someone pretty big, a big name centre-back, just to increase our defensive capabilities for this season. The final question in today's press conference comes from Stefan Dixon, who says, is Dybala your trusted penalty taker, even though you have Hazard and Nainggolan? If so, why? With penalties, I really don't have a designated penalty taker. I generally just look at who won the penalty. Like last episode, when Dybala took that penalty, he won the penalty. I'm going to give it to him because he won it for himself. It's simple. It really just depends on who's on the field, however. Like, if I have the penalty taker whose stats, like if I look at the stats when I have the penalty, if I've got someone on the field that's high 80s, low 90s, I'm going to give the penalty to them without question. It really just goes down to who is the best penalty taker on the field. So anyways, fellas, that is where we will conclude today's press conference. Thank you once again for your fantastic questions. Let's get into the gameplay now. The first game against Newcastle United. So the opening game in today's episode is at Stamford Bridge. We have the Magpies, Newcastle United, taking us on. It's the first time we've played them in this series, as of course they were in the championship last season. They now have been promoted back to the Premier League. Let's hope we can get the points. Looking at the Premier League table, we are a point clear of Crystal Palace, but, well, Stoke dropped off a lot, but we are a point clear of Palace with a game in hand, so a win here could put us 4 points clear, and Newcastle on the other end of the spectrum were fighting for relegation once again, but I couldn't believe how much that Stoke had just dropped off. So here is our starting 11 for today's game. I have to be tactical. I do have a Champions League game against Napoli coming up in 3 days' time. So the squad is still pretty strong, but it is somewhat rotational. And then this is how Newcastle United line up. Who are they playing? Have they signed anyone? They got Kishna from Lazio, I do believe, but they haven't really signed anyone since they have been promoted. They still have a pretty damn good side. I don't know if I saw Mitrovic there. I wonder if he's still at Newcastle. Here we go. Azpilicueta on the break here. We're looking to get an early goal and an early opportunity to really set the tone for this game. I see you through there. It goes to Kante. He's going to hit it first time, but it's straight at Tim Krul. So we've got a free kick here, 24 yards out. Willian seems to be our best free kick taker. Let's hit it. Willian hits it. That was terrible. It didn't bend as much as I expected. They're on the attack here, Newcastle. They're passing it. They shoot, but that one's straight at Courtois. Now let's see if we can hit him on the counter. Kante. Going up there. Can we get a counter-attacking goal? We deserve a goal. We're going to go there. Griezmann. Gomez. Batshuayi. Is he onside? He hits it, but it's a poor finish. Can we get something off the corner, though? It was a poor attempt off the last one. Goes there. Oh, straight up. Musonda to Michi. He finesses, saved. David Luiz, he gets the tap in. I think that might be the first goal that David Luiz has scored for this entire series. But we have the 1-0 lead here heading into the halftime break. Very well done from David Luiz to pounce on it. I thought Batshuayi was going to get the finesse goal, but David Luiz was there at the right place at the right time. We're just passing it around, looking for an opening. Musonda goes to Gomez. Back to Musonda. Out there to Azpilicueta. He's going to cross that one in there. Get your header to it. Griezmann saved from Krul. Here we go. Andre Gomez. He's going to throw that one into Azpilicueta. He's going to go to Griezmann. We're going to go there to Willian. Willian turning. Willian hit it, son. Willian puts it over. Well, one from Kante. Here we go. Can we get another opportunity? I see the runner, Griezmann. That's a great ball from Gomez. Antoine Griezmann, make it 2-0. Yes, he does. It goes in off Tim Krul. He got a good hand to it, but Antoine Griezmann gives us a 2-0 lead here at home against Newcastle. Fantastic vision and a fantastic run. Gomez and Griezmann linking up. Here we go. Nicely done there. Now can we hit them on the counter? Chalobah, fresh off the bench. That's a poor pass. Pedro gets there, though, and freaking collects it. Griezmann, he's going to go through to Pedro, fresh off the bench. He's going to Willian. Nice ball. Willian squares it. Griezmann makes it 3-0. Let's do a little bit of hotline bling there. Good stuff, son. Great passing, great team goal. Newcastle really are on ultra attacking, so we just had to counter attack. Draw and pass, we did that quite nicely. Good tackle, Ivanovic. Imagine if we got 4 now. That would just be hilarious. Willian going out to Griezmann, holding it up. He's going back to Willian in the middle. I see Pedro. It's Chalobah, sorry. Pedro's through now. Can Pedro get on in the act? Pedro, he scores it. That is 4-0. What a goal, and what an absolute demolition job this has been of Newcastle. I thought he wasn't going to score it there. It was a tough angle, and you could probably tell by the way I was talking. I didn't seem too enthusiastic when I hit that, but Tim Krul just watches it bounce off the post, and we have hit them for 4. Come on, go for 5. Go Batshuayi. Can we get a 5th? We have murdered Newcastle in this game. We go in there. Chalobah. Oh, good tackle. Here we go. Azpilicueta. Up to Pedro. We're going to play that one through there. Griezmann taps it on. Oh, Batshuayi makes the tackle. We've hit them for 5. Get out of here. This has been our best victory in the entire career mode series. I don't think we've ever scored 5 goals in a career mode match for this Chelsea career mode. Get in there, son. Oh, that was a lovely finish from Batshuayi. Just look at that. The ball movement, he just slices it. Nothing Krul can do about that. And there it is, fellas. That is full time, and that is a 5-0 victory against Newcastle United. Rafa Benitez's men have been absolutely destroyed in this game. That is our best victory in this entire career mode series. Once we got that second goal, the floodgates just completely opened, and it was goals galore. I'll take it. What a fantastic result. Lads, we will have our first training session for today's episode here. So we have Traore, Musonda, Baker, Christensen, and the man Marcus Jackson being trained. I've seen a lot of press conference questions asking if I'd let my daughter marry Marcus Jackson because he's Australian. I don't even have a daughter, but we've got 3 players go up overalls. Traore hits the 80s, Baker 78, and Marcus Jackson 58. And for the second game in today's episode, we have our final Champions League group stage game. We are traveling to Italy, taking on Napoli, and this game here is very, very important. Although we have qualified for the knockout stages, this game determines who finishes top of the group. It is 1 point between us and Napoli, as you will see in a second. When we look at the table, we are 1 point ahead of Napoli. We win or we draw, and we get the top seed from the group. We lose and we finish second. So here is our group. Lyon and Ajax, their game doesn't matter for anything, but we are 1 point clear of Napoli. Here is the Napoli starting 11. Jan Sama is in goals. Lucas from PSG also there. Lorenzo Insigne, Gabbiadini. They've got a very decent side here. Kula Balali, however you pronounce it. And then here is our starting 11. So it's a pretty rotational side. We have a lot of fixture congestion. The game against West Ham is in like 4 days' time. So players that needed to be rested have been rested, and I've given a lot of our youngsters a chance. Pedro still has it. He goes to Immobile. Immobile to Fabregas. Fabregas, we're just passing it around. Oh, that would have been a great goal. It's still on though. Sisto hits that one off the crossbar. Do we get another opportunity? It goes in there. Dybala, he missed it. Oh my. Pedro cutting around. He's going to go back to Immobile. Who's holding it up? Pedro has it. What is going on here? Immobile's going to finesse it. We're going to cross it. Sisto. Dybala. Saved. This has been so weird. They're on the attacking Napoli. Allen getting through. Allen, he's looking to square it. Up against Alonso. He goes there. They shoot and they miss. Oh, it must have taken a deflection or something because Napoli have a corner. Insigne putting that one in there. Caught from Courtois though. Who do we have? We're going to throw that one up to Ciro Immobile. Can we get them on the counter-attack now? We're going to lob that one to Dybala. Probably should have put it a bit further in front of him. Dybala, what can he do? He roulettes, goes to Immobile. Immobile, he absolutely manhandles that defender. What is going on? Chalobah, saved! Chalobah again! Ah, fouls him in the box. Far out. They're passing it around quite nicely. It's Diawara. Nice stuff from Cahill. Get it away. Allen still has it. Allen hits it. Save from Courtois. Just clear it, Alonso. Here we go. Ola Aino running down the line. He's got a bit of space. I see Dybala, but he's not really making any runs. So we're going to pass that one to Fabregas. Here we go. I see Chalobah. Make the run, Immobile. Chalobah through to Immobile. Can he score it? Ciro Immobile scores the goal. His first game back in freaking Italy since he left to join us. And Ciro Immobile gives us the 1-0 lead. Great stuff. Ola Aina, you got to give a lot of credit to him. On the counter-attack, he just ran up that right wing, passed it, and that was just a fantastic team goal. 1-0, and we are heading top of the Champions League group stage. So free kick here for Napoli. They're looking to tie this game up. Goulam, is he going for a long shot? No, he puts it into the box. They get the header. Easy save for Courtois. Oh, nice ball there. They're going to shoot, and oh my god, I thought they tied it up. Here we go, we're going to lob this one upfield. Can we get a second goal here? It won't matter, but can we get it? Piazzon through to Dybala. Paulo Dybala. He's going to cut around, looking for some support. Goes to Baker. Baker hits it. Good tackle, but that is going to be full time. We get the 1-0 victory against Napoli over in Italy, and we top our Champions League group stage. It's been a fantastic Champions League campaign, and I am very excited to see what we can do in the knockout stage. Good stuff. James Rodriguez is returning from his injury. Very happy to see that. And just in time for the January transfer window, the board gives us £18.5 million for qualifying out of the Champions League group stages. That is fantastic. Hopefully we can use that money on bringing in a big name player in January. So Kante has come to us. He wants more wages. I'm happy to give it to him. Kante has been one of my favourite and one of our most consistent players throughout this entire series. So he wants an upgrade of £140,000. He wants 0 years, probably because he's already on friggin' 3 years. So we'll give him £140,000. And he's on squad rotation. I'll bump him up to important. So the third and final game in today's episode is a London derby. The first time I do believe I've experienced the London Stadium, the Olympic Stadium, on this new FIFA. We take on West Ham United, the Hammers. Let's see how we go. So taking a look at the Premier League table, we are 4 points clear of Crystal Palace. West Ham, they're not even in the top 10, so they will be looking to pick up points today. Here is the West Ham United starting 11. Adrian in goals. They've got Hector Bellerin. They did sign him last season. Cech Kouyaté, Lanzini, Sarko. I didn't see any Dimitri Payet. I'm pretty sure he went to friggin' Bayern Munich last season. And then here is our starting 11. So it's a pretty strong side. We've got a little bit of a break, like a week's break after this game. So we'll play a strong side. Eden Hazard comes in. I've given a few of the players that have impressed me lately a bit of a chance. Chalobah, I think he was on the bench. Musonda, Loftus-Cheek. Lanzini on the attack here for West Ham. He's threading that one through to Faguli. Faguli. Crossing it. They go near post and West Ham have the lead. That was my fault. I ran away with freaking Bonucci. I didn't expect it to auto-switch to Bonucci, but it did. You will see at the last second. I just don't run to them in time. Sarko is left open and West Ham have an early lead. We don't concede goals normally, so that's frustrating. Here we go. Hazard going to Kante, going to Nainggolan, through to Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann through Nainggolan, he misses. That was our best opportunity. West Ham have been killing us on possession. It's been such a boring game, like it's the 61st minute, and this is the second highlight of the game. Not a fun game to play. They're on the attack now, West Ham. Marky Noble going through to Lanzini. He hits that one, but it's straight at Courtois. Corner for West Ham here. They're looking to kill off the game. We've been the better side in the second half, in my opinion, but they get the header. Ogbonna hits the post. We're in stoppage time. Can we get a final opportunity? We're on all-out attack. It's been a shocking game, and that just sums the game up. We're going to lob it upfield, hoping for a miracle. Falls down. Can we get an opportunity? No, we can't. We suffer a terrible 1-0 loss against West Ham. To wrap up the episode, the rest of the episode has been amazing. We probably could have used a few of the goals that we scored against Newcastle. Like, give me a 3-0 win against Newcastle, and then give me 2 of those goals to use today, and we win 2-1. But West Ham, they controlled the game. It was a terrible game. Only 4 highlights, So good news, Kante does accept our contract offer. And we will have another training session here to close out today's episode. So Bertrand Traoré, Charlie Musonda, Andres Christensen, Ola Aina, and Marcus Jackson all being trained here. Let's see how the fellas go. So Ola Aina goes up to a 68, but besides that, it looks like it was a pretty poor session. So fellas, that is where we will conclude today's episode of the Chelsea Career Mode series. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Make sure that you check out my social media links, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Snapchat. All 3 of those linked down below as well. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic Thursday. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.